Everything in your life, the way you think, the way you act, the results you get, comes down to habit. The small, consistent actions you take every single day shape your future more than anything else. Most people believe that success is about one big moment, one breakthrough, one lucky break. But the truth is, success is built in the details. It is built in the things you do repeatedly. And there is one habit, one simple, powerful shift that can change everything for you almost overnight. Most people are stuck in patterns they're not even aware of. They wake up, they go through their routine. They react to life instead of creating it. They waste time. They let distractions dictate their focus. They allow their emotions to control their decisions, and they wonder why nothing changes. They wonder why they feel stuck. They wonder why success always seems out of reach. But there is one habit that separates those who win from those who don't. One habit that, if applied consistently, will transform your life. Results, your mindset, your discipline, and your entire approach to life. And it is not something complicated. It is not something only a few people can do. It is something you can implement right now. But most people never will. The habit, taking full control of your time and energy, not letting the day control you, not letting distractions steal your focus, not letting your feelings dictate your actions, taking full control every single day, no matter what. This one shift changes everything, because when you take control, you move with purpose. You stop wasting time on things that do not serve you. You stop making decisions based on emotions. You stop waiting for motivation, and instead, you create momentum. And the results, they happen fast, almost overnight. You feel different. You think differently. You act differently. You start moving toward your goals with a level of focus and intensity you have never had before. And while everyone else is drifting, reacting, making excuses, you are executing. You are improving. You are winning. The reason this habit is so powerful is because it affects everything. It affects how you start your day, how you handle setbacks, how you stay disciplined, how you build momentum. It is the foundation of all success, and yet most people never master it. Most people live on autopilot. They let their habits control them instead of taking control of their habits. But the moment you shift, the moment you decide that every single day belongs to you, the moment you stop letting distractions, emotions, and excuses dictate your actions, your life begins to change. So the question is, are you ready to take full control? Are you ready to stop reacting to life and start creating it? Are you ready to build the habit that will transform everything? Because if you are about to unlock a level of focus, discipline, and success that most people will never experience. And once you do, you will never go back. The moment you decide to take full control of your time and energy, everything changes. You stop waking up without a plan. You stop wasting time on things that do not serve you. You stop letting emotions, distractions, and outside forces dictate your life. You become intentional. You become deliberate in everything you do. And that one shift, it is the foundation of every success story. Most people never realize how much time they waste. They drift through life reacting to whatever happens. They procrastinate. They make excuses. They let their mood determine their actions. And because of that, they stay stuck. They wonder why they are not making progress, why they feel behind, why life seems to be passing them by. But winners do not live that way. They do not drift. They do not react. They do not allow themselves to be pulled in 100 different directions. They wake up with a plan. They take control from the moment they open their eyes. They know exactly what they need to do, and they execute whether they feel like it or not. And that is where most people fail. They rely on motivation they think they need to feel inspired to take action. But winners understand something deeper. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. If you wait until you feel like it, you will never start. But if you start anyway, if you move forward, no matter what the motivation comes, the momentum builds. And suddenly what felt impossible yesterday becomes automatic today. Bruce, so the real question is, who is in control of your time, you or your distractions? Because if you do not control your time, someone else will. The world is full of things designed to steal your focus. endless entertainment, endless opinions, endless noise. And if you are not careful, you will spend your entire life being pulled away from what actually matters. That is why this one habit is so powerful. Because the second you start taking control, the second you stop reacting and start deciding, you separate yourself from 99% of the world. You stop waiting for things to change, and you become the one who changes. You stop hoping for success, and you create it. You stop wondering why things are not working, and you make them work. This is why winners do not waste time. They know that time is the most valuable thing they have. Money can be made back, opportunities will come again. But time is gone forever. And the people who understand that, the people who protect their time like their life depends on it, those are the people who rise to the top. So how do you start? How do you make this shift? It starts with one simple decision. From this moment forward, you are in control. Not your emotions, not distractions, not other people's opinions. You. That means you set boundaries. You stop saying yes to things that do not serve you. You stop wasting time on things that do not matter. You create a plan for every day, and you follow through, no matter how you feel. You take ownership of everything, your schedule, your focus, your energy. And once you do that, you start to notice something. Results come faster than you ever imagined. Because most people do not have a time problem, they have a focus problem. They think they do not have enough hours in the day, but the truth is, they are not using the hours they do have correctly. They're leaking time through distractions, through hesitation, through unimportant tasks. And because of that, they never get where they want to go. But when you eliminate the distractions, when you take full control of your time, suddenly you get more done in one day than most people do in a week. Suddenly you start making progress faster than you thought possible. Suddenly your life is moving forward at a speed you have never experienced before. And it all comes back to one simple decision. Are you in control, or are you letting life control you? Because the people who win, the people who change their lives, the people who reach the highest levels of success, they're not waiting, they're not hoping, they're not making excuses, they are executing. And if you are serious about change, if you are serious about taking your life to the next level, then you must do the same. No more wasted time, no more distractions, no more letting emotions dictate your day. From this moment forward, you are in control. Taking control of your time and energy is not about working harder. It is about working smarter. It is about being deliberate with every moment you have. Because the truth is, time is not the problem. How you use it is. Most people do not realize how much of their time is being wasted. They think they are busy, but they are not productive. They think they are working hard, but they are spending more time distracted than actually making progress. If you want to change your life overnight, you must shift from being busy to being effective. You must stop spending time on things that do not move you forward. You must stop doing things just to feel productive and start doing things that actually produce results. Winners do not spend their day reacting. They do not wake up and let life happen to them. They start each day with a plan. They know exactly what needs to be done, and they execute without hesitation, without negotiation, without wasting energy on things that do not matter. And that is where most people go wrong. They start their day in reaction mode. They let the world set their priorities instead of setting their own. And before they know it, half the day is gone, and they have done nothing that actually moves them forward. But winners, they move differently. They understand that the way they start their day sets the tone for everything that follows. They do not waste the first hour of their morning watching TV, checking emails, or reacting to whatever is happening in the world. They use that time to set their focus, sharpen their mind, and take control. And that is the shift. Do you start your day in control, or are you letting distractions take over? Because how you start determines how you finish. If you wake up with intention, if you take control from the beginning, if you execute your plan before the world pulls you in 100 directions, you will accomplish more in one day than most people do in a week. And here is the truth. Discipline beats motivation. Motivation is temporary. Some days you will wake up energized, focused, ready to attack the day. Other days you will feel tired, uninspired, unmotivated. And that is where most people fail. They think they need to feel like it before they take action. But winners know that action creates motivation, not the other way around. If you only work when you feel motivated, you will never be consistent. And if you are not consistent, you will never win. The key is training yourself to execute regardless of how you feel. The key is making action a habit, so that even on the days when you are tired, even on the days when you are uninspired, even on the days when every excuse is telling you to stop, you keep going anyway, because that is the difference between those who succeed and those who do not. The ones who win are the ones who work in silence, who show up every day, who do not let their feelings dictate their actions. They move with purpose. They're ruthless with their time. They are unshakable in their discipline. So if you want to change your life overnight, you must make a decision. No more waiting, no more negotiating with yourself, no more wasted time. From this moment forward, you execute, no matter what that means. You do not start your day with distractions. You start it with focus. You do not wait for motivation. You take action. You do not allow your emotions to dictate what you do. You move forward regardless. And the more you do this, the more powerful you become. Because once discipline becomes a habit, everything changes. Once you train yourself to move without hesitation, to act without waiting for motivation, to execute without needing external validation, you are unstoppable. And here is where most people fail. They underestimate how much focus it takes to win. They think they can still have one foot in distractions, one foot in discipline, and somehow achieve their goals. But that is not how it works if you want real change. You must go all in. That means cutting out everything that steals your focus. That means saying no to things that do not align with your mission. That means removing the distractions, the excuses, the time wasters that have been slowing you down for years. Because winners, they are ruthless with their time. They do not waste a second. They do not let themselves drift. They do not allow distractions to pull them away from their goals. They lock in. They move with precision. They execute with unwavering focus. And that is why they win. Because when you cut out distractions, when you focus only on what matters, results happen fast. Progress speeds up. You start seeing changes overnight. You start making moves that used to take months in a matter of days. And that is the secret. You do not need more time. You need more focus. You need more discipline. You need more intention. Everything you do. And once you make that shift, your life will never be the same again. Once you eliminate distractions and take control of your time, everything in your life starts to shift. You stop wasting energy on things that do not matter. You stop getting caught up in things that do not serve your goals. You stop giving your time away to people, places, and habits that drain you. And the result? Your progress accelerates like never before. Most people never reach their full potential because they are too busy doing things that do not move them forward. They mistake motion for progress. They mistake business for productivity. But the truth is, just because you're doing something does not mean you're getting anywhere. If you are not careful, you can spend years spinning your wheels, putting in effort, but never actually making real progress. Winners move differently. They do not just work hard, they work with purpose. They do not just stay busy, they stay effective. They do not just grind for the sake of grinding, they make sure that every ounce of energy is moving them forward. And that is the key, intentional effort. Every move you make, every decision, every action, it must be aligned with your mission, because if it is not, you are wasting time. If it does not serve your goal, it does not deserve your attention. If it does not push you forward, it is pulling you backward. That is why you must be ruthless with how you spend your time. You must constantly ask yourself, is this helping me move forward? Is this getting me closer to where I want to be? Is this a necessary use of my energy? And if the answer is no, then it is a distraction and it needs to go. Most people will never do this. They're afraid to cut things out. They're afraid to say no when the time comes. They're afraid to set boundaries. And because of that, they stay stuck. They let distractions steal their progress. They let unimportant things consume their time. They let people, habits, and routines hold them back from becoming who they could be but winners. They are brutal about protecting their time. They do not entertain things that do not serve them. They do not waste energy on people who drain them. They do not allow themselves to get caught up in things that do not move them forward. And that is why they rise while everyone else stays stuck. So ask yourself, where is your time actually going? Are you using it wisely, or are you letting distractions steal it from you? Are you focused on the right things, or are you spending time on things that do not matter? Are you moving forward deliberately, or are you just hoping that things will change? Because winners do not hope for progress, they create it. They do not wait for success, they build it. They do not let life happen to them, they take control. And the moment you adopt that mindset, the moment you commit to cutting out everything that does not serve your mission, your life will change overnight. Because now you are no longer being pulled in 100 directions. You are no longer losing time to things that do not matter. You are no longer leaking energy into things that do not bring results. Now you are focused. You are locked in. You are moving with precision. And when you move that way, nothing can stop you. And here's the secret. This is not a one-time decision. It is a daily commitment. You must wake up every single day and make the choice to protect your time, guard your focus, and move with intention. You must train yourself to see distractions for what they are: a trap, a thief, a roadblock designed to slow you down. Most people fail because they are inconsistent. They start strong, but then they let small things creep back in. They let distractions take over. They lose focus. They get caught up in the noise again, and before they know it, they're right back where they started. But winners, they do not let that happen. They protect their momentum. They stay sharp. They stay disciplined. And because they do that, their progress never stops. And here's the truth. Once you get momentum, everything gets easier. The hardest part is starting. The hardest part is cutting out the distractions. The hardest part is getting used to moving at a higher level. But once you do, once you have built the habit of focus, discipline, and intentional effort, it becomes automatic. It becomes who you are. And when that happens, you become unstoppable. Because now you are not fighting yourself anymore. Now you are not negotiating with distractions. Now you are not letting small things steal your time and energy. Now you own your time. You control your focus. You decide what deserves your energy. And once you reach that level, success is inevitable. The habit of taking full control of your time and energy is not just about working harder. It is about becoming the kind of person who never wastes a second. It is about developing a standard for yourself that is so high, so disciplined, so focused, the distractions no longer have a place in your life. And once you reach that level, everything changes. Most people operate at half speed. They do what they need to do, but nothing more. They work hard when it is convenient, but they slow down when they feel tired. They allow small distractions to pull them away from their goals, and they wonder why they are not making progress. But winners do not move like that. Winners move with precision. They protect their time ruthlessly. They know that every second wasted is a second they will never get back. They do not let small things steal their focus. They do not waste energy on things that do not matter. They move deliberately, consistently, relentlessly, every single day. And that is why they separate themselves from everyone else. Because the truth is, most people are not willing to do this. Most people are too comfortable with distractions. They say they want success, but they are not willing to remove everything that slows them down. They think they can still waste time, still give in to their emotions and somehow win. But that is not how it works. If you want to truly change your life overnight, you must become obsessed with eliminating wasted time. You must be brutal with what you allow into your life. You must be fearless in cutting out anything that does not move you forward. And once you do that, once you fully commit to only doing what serves your mission, you will see results faster than you ever thought possible. Because now you are no longer moving at the same speed as everyone else. Now you are accelerating. Now you are gaining momentum. And here is the secret. Momentum is the most powerful force in success. Once you have it, you become unstoppable. Once you are moving at full speed, once you are operating at maximum discipline, once you have removed every single thing that could slow you down, there is nothing left but progress. And that is why winners win, because they do not take breaks from their focus. They do not take days off from their discipline. They do not allow themselves to drift, even for a second. They live in the control of their time and energy every single day without fail. And if you commit to this habit, if you truly take control, if you truly eliminate distractions, if you truly refuse to waste another moment, your life will transform faster than you ever imagined. Your time is the most valuable thing you have. It is the one thing you can never get back, the one thing that separates those who succeed from those who do not, the one thing that, if used correctly, will make you unstoppable. But the truth is, most people never take control of it. They waste time on things that do not matter. They allow distractions to slow them down. They drift through life reacting instead of creating. And because of that, they never reach their full potential. But you do not have to be like them. You can decide right now that from this moment forward, you will take full control, that you will stop letting distractions steal your energy, that you will stop making excuses, that you will stop waiting for the perfect moment, and start executing every single day. Because success is not about luck. It is not about talent. It is about focus, discipline, and consistency. It is about protecting your time as if your future depends on it, because it does. So ask yourself, are you in control? Are you using every second wisely? Are you eliminating everything that does not serve your mission? Because if you are not, you are falling behind. If you are not fully locked in, fully disciplined, fully focused, you are wasting time. And time wasted is opportunity lost. So do not waste another second. Do not let another day slip away. Do not allow distractions, emotions, or outside noise to pull you off course. From this moment forward, you are in control. And once you fully commit to that, once you decide that nothing will steal your time, nothing will slow you down, nothing will stop you,